Good morning. Okay, welcome to class 4, everybody. This is the final class. I'm just going to double check that we are live on the Facebook. And so this class, we are going to dig into nutrition and how we can use nutrition to move with us through our cycle, as opposed to sometimes we fight it with our cycle. So let's get started right away. It's a nice, short, sweet class. We're just going to jump right into it. And let me just pull up my notes here, because without my notes, I will get lost. All right. Okay. I put the wrong notes up. Of course I did. We are on class 4. Here we go. All right. Okay, so good morning. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me a little bit later than originally planned. Sometimes mornings just don't work out the way that you want them to. This is our final class today, and we are going to explore, like I said, that crucial link between our nutrition and our hormonal health, right? A topic that can empower us and can really make sure that we're making those informed decisions around our cycle and our well-being when it comes to our nutrition. So let's begin with an overview of the changing nutritional requirements that happen across our menstrual phases, and how our bodies have different needs during each of these phases, so that we can understand that these changes have a significant impact on our overall health as we move through these cycles. Our changes can include things from energy requirements to the nutritional density of our food. And let's really start to consider, how our nutrition is what fuels us, what gets us through the day. And then we're going to focus also on the micronutrients. So these are the essential elements that play a vital role in the hormone balance within our body, right? I'd love to discuss with you a little bit deeper today the specific micronutrients that contribute to the healthy hormonal system, and explore how we can start to incorporate them into our diets using the things like seed cycling, nutritional planning, all those wonderful things that we've been talking about on this page so far. So this knowledge can really help to lay a foundation for you to create meals that sustain your health through your cycle, as well as ways to support your body through your menstrual cycle, right? So we also, part of this is why I wanted to talk about this, is the whole aspect of making sure that you are eating properly and meal planning, right? There are so many different meal plan templates that I can provide for everyone. But one of the things that I've really tried to do with the cookbook and with the upcoming course launching in the spring is to make it kind of a no-brainer for you, so that you can just grab your meal planning templates and you can start crafting your balanced meals and not really have to think too much about what exactly you should be eating that time, or how to figure out what it is, right? And it's really important to understand that this is not just like a theory that somebody proposed. It actually is a real thing, that when we work together with our cycles with nutrition, you can make big changes in where you feel, how you feel during your cycle, and how things are going for you, right? And so let's kind of dig a little bit deeper into this. Okay, so some of the things that we notice in our cycle is there's emotional changes, right? How many times have you reached for that chocolate bar because you feel emotional and you're like, I just need some chocolate, or I just need some ice cream? So during our menstrual phase, there are emotional changes that many of us experience, and we can have a range of emotions from introspection to heightened sensitivity. These hormonal shifts can contribute to mood swings, and really sometimes cause a desire for introspection, right? When we're in that menstrual phase, we've talked about it before. Menstruation is really a time for going inward. We call it the inner winter. Then as we move into our follicular phase, we find that the estrogen rises and there's an increase in energy, positive mood. I just want to add during the menstrual phase, this is usually when we are looking for those comfort foods, right? So we want to look for things that are soothing, are warm, are yummy that way. So think of like soups and really nice dense comfort food during your menstrual phase. And then as you move into your follicular phase, you'll notice that, yes, your emotions change because, like I said, you have that rise in estrogen, and then you feel that increase of energy. You often get that positive mood boost in your follicular phase. And some of the things that you can really start to embrace in your follicular phase with nutrition are like really vibrant, yummy foods, grabbing for things that are super colorful, that are light and tasty and easy to digest for you. And then as you move out of the follicular phase, you come into the ovulatory phase. So ovulatory phase, again, is often associated with that increase in confidence, our social. We want to be like out and social. You have to think about it. Your body is literally preparing you and all your emotions to be pregnant. So it's like trying to source you out, kind of in a way, if you think about it. It's a funny way to think about it. But at this phase, this is when your body is really needing extra for energy. So a lot of times we grab for extra proteins. We make sure that we are really sustaining a good balanced meal plan through the full day and not skipping meals in the ovulatory phase. And then we move into luteal phase. So again, the emotional changes here can bring those emotions. Luteal is the PMS time. So sometimes we can get irritated, we get the mood swings, the progesterone is rising during this time. So that's kind of when a lot of us get those cravings. And a really good thing to note is your cravings can actually indicate what it is that you're missing in your body. For example, if you really crave chocolate, sometimes you can be lacking in magnesium. So you want to kind of listen. It's why in the course, we're really going to dig into tracking what's happening in our body during these phases to help us get a better understanding, to create a better communication with our cycle, with our bodies. And, the physical things that come along with each of these phases also require different nutrition as well. And it's really important that when you look at your body, when you look at what's happening in your nutrition, that you want to balance out kind of what should be expected for that part of the cycle with the hormones, with what you're eating. One second, I'm going to grab my book so I can show you. I don't know why I didn't have it with me in the first place, but so in the cookbook, this is the first one that I launched. You also are going to get the access to the vegan one next week. So if you are looking for something that's more, less, obviously less meat and less animal product, that is what you're going to want to do. So you'll notice in the book, sorry, in the book, each section, like this is the menstruation section, it breaks down for you really simply what to expect. So for example, in menstruation, you want to prioritize foods rich in iron, replenish all those lost nutrients when you're during your cycle, incorporate those leafy greens, lean proteins, healthy fats, and good fats into your meals. Stay hydrated, consider herbal teas to soothe menstrual discomfort. So section then goes on to talk a little bit more about seed cycling, right? Because in seed cycling, it's one of the things that I've been sharing with you guys over and over again. Seed cycling really has changed the way my body cycles through menstruation. Seed cycling for menstrual phase is the flax seeds and the pumpkin seeds because you want to get the fatty acids, the zinc, you want to increase those things. And then you'll notice in the book that each section has a couple recipes. So for menstruation, we have a breakfast oatmeal with flax. I don't know why you can't, it's not showing up very well, but we have a breakfast oatmeal with flax. Lunch is lentil soup with those dark leafy greens. And then dinner, we have a baked salmon with quinoa and steamed broccoli. So all the recipes that are in here are super easy, no complicated foods, no out of the box, no out of the box meals at all. Everything is from scratch, but everything is really easy peasy to make. And as you move through each section, you get the opportunity to learn a little bit from each section. So again, follicular phase, we talked about how we increase the energy here. It's the awakening. It's after menstruation, our bodies are coming back. This is when, like I said before, you want to get those really bright foods into your diet, the complex carbohydrates, the lean proteins, the easy to digest things. You want to hydrate, and also a good time to add in omega fatty acids, omega-3 fatty acids if you are lacking in those. Your seed cycling here is going to be your sunflowers and your sesame seeds to get the vitamin E, the selenium, and the zinc into your body. Zinc is very important. I don't think people realize how many body processes require zinc, and it's often not something that we consider. So for the follicular phase, I have shared with you my green goddess smoothie recipe. I want you to note too that when you're going through the book, I don't add the name of my protein powder. If you want to reach out, I'm more than happy to share with you what I use. But I think it's really important that you find something that works good for you. A great example for follicular lunch is the grilled chicken salad. It is easy to digest, full of awesome, yummy foods. And then at dinner, you get a nice tofu stir fry. And I know not everybody loves tofu. So if you don't love tofu, you can switch it out for another protein. But if you marinate it properly, it's a really great, simple, and easy digestible food for you to have. Then moving into ovulation part of the book here. This is, again, when your body is needing that extra dense nutrition, supporting you in your feelings of needing to get out there and to be high energy. So this is when you also want to incorporate magnesium. You want to make sure you're taking magnesium. If you're not taking it every day, you want to make sure you're getting it during your ovulation phase. And then in your seed cycling here section, we talk about why the pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds are the best for ovulation. Again, making sure that you're getting that zinc is very important. And the recipes in here for ovulation are avocado toast with poached egg. I know you probably are thinking, why avocado toast? Isn't that overdone? It is actually delicious. If you are not somebody that wants bread, you could easily do this, just avocado and poached egg with a nice side of some fruit. We have a quinoa salad with grilled shrimp for lunch. This recipe was a kind of a labor of love because I switched it up a couple times. In the end, it reminded me of a really yummy Greek salad, and it's been really delicious. I've had it quite a few times. And then the final meal for ovulation phase is the baked cod, sweet potato, and asparagus. And honestly, again, super simple. You throw everything on a pan and you put it in the oven. I wanted this to be so easy for you guys to understand. I wanted to bring nutrition accessible to everybody here. So, and then we move into the luteal phase. And again, luteal, everything is here for you. Everything is written out, really simple. We want to address those cravings in the luteal phase. Remember, we talked about the PMS coming on. So we wanted to address that and incorporate foods that are rich in the magnesium, the B vitamins, so that we can stay a little bit, stay hydrated, make sure that we are using the B vitamins for energy. Luteal phase uses sunflower seeds and flax seeds. Flaxseed ground up is a really important part of this phase because often we can get a little backed up, a little constipated before period happens. So making sure that you're moving things along with those ground up flax seeds is really going to benefit you when it comes to the bloating that you're feeling in your menstrual phase. And for the recipes here, I've included my chia seed pudding. It's kind of one of those things you love or hate. I have yet to have a client that was like, it was all right. They either absolutely love it or they just don't like it. And then we have chickpea vegetable curry with brown rice for lunch. This is one of those things that you can batch cook also. A lot of these recipes you can batch cook so that if you want to have this for the whole week and you don't have to worry about cooking every lunch, then it's ready to go. And then dinner, the turkey meatballs with roasted Brussels sprouts. I know what you're thinking. Why would you do that? So it's like spaghetti, just have spaghetti with turkey meatballs with a side of roasted Brussels sprouts. It actually is really good. Brussels sprouts, I hate them, but they are really beneficial food for this phase of your cycle because of their nutritional density. Okay. I know. And I've also included for you guys in the book a couple extra tea recipes. So, my hormonal happy pineapple tea, I drink this all the time. You guys have seen me drinking it all the time. I know so many people have tried it and loved it. The golden turmeric milk recipe is in here, the peppermint ginger soother. These are all really great ways to kind of make it through your cycle and have a little bit of extra comfort for each phase of your cycle. So as we wrap up today, guys, I'm really thankful that I was able to come here for the last couple weeks and share with you these masterclass series. I really appreciate those that show up, that watch the replay, that let me know, give me the feedback on what you learned and what you want to continue to learn. So I am going to continue to offer masterclasses moving forward, and I'd love to hear from you. What would you like to see or to hear more of in our masterclasses as we talk about cycling and moving through our menstrual phases with ease and grace, and incorporating ease and grace into perimenopausal changes in our bodies? So let me know. And until next time, have a great Friday.